To intentionally walk Bernie Williams to load the bases to pitch to Hideki Matsui.
Couldn't this be a moment in Yankee history? The base is loaded. Back to that play quickly. Great base running by Nick Johnson, forcing the throw. And you're right, it's very difficult to get a good grip on the ball, as you know from playing the outfield in cold weather. Well, this guy with his rock star persona would not be surprising to see him do something special right now with the bases loaded.
And listen to the crowd for Hideki Matsui. They have received Matsui very warmly on this cold opening day at Yankee Stadium. And now he comes up with the bases loaded and 1 out in the 5th inning. Nick Johnson's in 3rd, Giambi's in 2nd, Bernie Williams intentionally walked is at 1st, and here's Matsui 0 for 1. A walk and a run scored and a nice defensive play in left center field. The crowd chanting Matsui. There's a strike.
Well, the one thing that Joe wanted Matsui to do is not to try to do too much. I mean, he was getting all this big buildup here in America after hitting the 50 home runs. He wanted him to just try to relax, play ball, and not try to do a whole lot. Not try to overdo it for one thing.
Despite his experience in Japan, you would think that his heart is beating through his chest right now. Excitement surging through him. Anticipation, the challenge of having the bases intentionally walked to face you. Two and one. .50 home runs last year in Japan. 3-time MVP. Dubs it foul up the 3rd baseline. Count is level at 2-2.
May not have seen a pitcher in Japan with this kind of movement on it. I mean, Joe Mays has tremendous movement on his fastball. You can see him kind of pulling off the ball. And one of Matsui's strengths is to go the other way. And that's what a pitcher like Mays is going to force him to do, is take the ball toward left center, not try to pull it.
You know, Jim, from what I remember early when we started up in Toronto, the Yankees opening up there, he didn't pull away like he's been pulling away for the last 3 or 4 games. Maybe pulling away because he's trying to hit a home run. He was very solid at home plate and looking for the ball out over the middle and away. They should try to take it the opposite way and not pulling off the ball.
And the 2-2. He has worked the count full. Well, Mays has to throw him a pitch over the plate, otherwise he walks in a run. Posada is on deck. Yankees lead 3-1. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Action in the Twins bullpen. His first home run, his first grand slam, his first curtain call. Think he has a flair for the dramatic? Posada pops one up. Shallow center field. Coming on is Hunter. 2 away.
And I tell you what, it's cold enough so you got goosebumps. But this just doubled it. Wow, this was some moment.
And you know what? I think it's his first intentional walk to get the Matsui.
Might be his last.
How many times did they do that in Japan?
You know, guys, you don't become great by accident. He had greatness in Japan, and greatness means that you come up big in big situations, and the stage is set, the tableau is perfect, and here he hits a grand slam after intentionally walk a batter in front of him, his first game at Yankee Stadium, and it really doesn't get more dramatic than that. There's a fly ball to left center field. Coming on is Jones. He'll put it away, and that will do it. But not before the Yankees score 4 runs on 3 hits. And the big blow, a grand slam by Hideki Matsui. What a way to break in. Yankees lead 7-1. Well, they are not going to need any coffee in Japan. At 6:52 in the morning on Wednesday, this is what they saw. A grand slam by their king, Hideki Matsui, and all of Japan watching that swing.
Coffee, and all the coffee shops in Japan, they don't have any coffee anymore. They spilled it. They came up out of their seat. Well, that grand slam, it's all over the floor right now.
Here's Jack Jones. Inside when Matsui took left field, he got a hero's welcome by the people out in those seats. Listen up. Count 1-1. What a feeling. What a moment.
I tell you, one of my favorite parts of that whole scenario was that when he hit it, it's like, hey, I've done this before. You didn't see any fist pumping or any surprise. He said, I've done this before. It's no big deal.
フォアボールです。ノーアウトフルベース。
今日は松井のためになんかゲームができてますけどね。
6月12日、現地で誕生日を迎えた松井秀喜。マウンドにはヤングピッチングコーチ。ノーアウトフルベースという場面です。投球数は93に達しています。
さあ替え時でもありますけどね。でもここはもう自分で作ったピンチですからね、はい、ブラントン自身も自分で決着つけないと。
ブラントンから見ればうまくここまで2打席は松井を抑えているわけですから、
はい、ここで左が続きますのでね、替え時はピッチャー替え時ではあるんですけどね、
ここは続投です。ノーアウトフルベース同点、さらには逆転のチャンスで松井秀喜です。初球はストレート外。
そうですね、まあいいコースですよね、アウトコースの。もうここはでもブラントも150キロ出ましたから最後の力を振り絞って、はい、ただ後ろがまだできてなかったんですね。
アンドリュー・ブラウンがブルペンでは準備を始めていますが、
ブラントン以上の左ピッチャーがおればね、可能性あったんですけどね、ブラントン以上の左ピッチャーいなかったんでしょう。
うまく弾き返しました。スタンドに向かっていく、ホームラン、
すごい、
自らを祝うバースデーアーチ、グランドスラム満塁ホームランです。松井秀喜
やりましたね。一挙に大逆転ですよ。
右中間に飛び込んでいきました。満塁ホームランで一気に逆転。いやー、完璧に捉えました。
そうですね、ストレートじゃないような気がするんですけど、ちょっとチェンジアップの球が内側に入ってきたんですよね。いやー、これは最高の場面に最高の結果が出ましたね。
そうですね、今シーズンの第7号はバースデーアーチ。 満塁ホームランです。現地でのインタビューが始まっていますが、
最高ですね。初めてだし、本当嬉しいです。
Yeah, it's awesome. You know, it's my first time here too, so I'm very happy.
Blanton was struggling in that inning. What were you looking for on the pitch?
ブラントンはね、そこで結構ね、ピッチングが辛かったんですが、その打席では、どの球を待ってました。
とにかく外野に打てる球、高めの球を、探してましたね。
Yeah, basically, I was just looking for a pitch I can hit to the outfield. You know, a pitch that was a little up in the zone.
Hideki, as much as this offense has been inconsistent, how much did you guys need a big hit there?
攻撃がなかなか安定してなかった中、あそこでね、結構いいね、バッティングをできたことはいかがでしたか？
もうそれはね、すごい嬉しいし、あそこのワンチャンスをね、ものにして、あそこで点が入って勝ったわけですから、そういう意味ではもう最高に嬉しいですね。
Yeah, you know, I was just happy, very satisfied. You know, we're looking for a run there, and you know, to be able to you know, cash in on a big hit like that and get the lead, you know, it was great. I'm very happy.
Hideki, I'm going to say happy birthday, but I do want to tell you, Ken Singleton in Japanese tried to wish you a happy birthday on the air tonight.
誕生日おめでとうと言いますが、ケンシングルトンは日本語で誕生日おめでとうというふうに言おうとしたんですが、ちょっと難しかったみたいです。
もう少し勉強してほしいって感じですね。はい。
Yeah, I think he should study a little bit more.
Yeah.
Thank you, Roger. That was great. Happy birthday, Hideki. You heard him, Kenny.
Yeah, I will have to do so. Tanjobi.
The 2-0. Driven deep to right field. Happy birthday, Matsui. See ya! A 3-run home run. And the Yankees take back the lead. They're up 7-6. Last year, a grand slam on his birthday. This year, a 3-run home run. His 9th home run of the year.
Like Johnson gets this one on the hands. You can see the movement right there. And right in on the hands of A-Rod. Johnson couldn't come up with it. But you can see Brian Roberts shaded towards the middle. And he had no problem.
Here's Matsui. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. And the count 1-0. Johnson deals. Count 2-0. On deck is Robinson Cano. The Yankees are 6-3 against the Orioles so far this year. 3-3 in Baltimore, 3-0 here at Yankee Stadium. Count 2-1.
Matsui's going to have to get a new piece of lumber. Here's a look at that movement by Jim Johnson. You wonder if that bat was already cracked the way he went after it. It looked like when he went to swing, the bat came apart.
Tapper. Foul in front of the plate. And back of the plate.
Well, these last few games have been one swing of the bat type of ball games, and this might have developed into one as well. It's hard for either team to get a sequence of hits going, at least to this point in the ball game.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Matsui fouls it away. 1-1 game. First game of a 3-game set. Yankees open the second half of the season with a sweep of the first place Tigers. Yankees have had 27 come-from-behind wins this year. This would be a come-from-behind when they were down 1-0 after one. They've had 8 walk-off wins, as we detailed. All of last year, 9. There it goes! Deep to right! See ya! A walk-off solo home run by Hideki Matsui, and the Yankees win 2-1. They've done it again. That is Matsui's second career walk-off home run and his 11th home run this year, as the Yankees have won their 4th game in a row.
Well, we thought it'd come down to one swing of the bat. And today, or I should say tonight, it was Hideki Matsui who delivered. Right down the middle, and he didn't miss it. He kind of knew it as soon as he touched it off. New bat and all. Save this bat, Hideki. The Yankees have now won 4 straight and 3 games in a row by the score of 2-1.
Well, the Yankees get another good starting effort, and their bullpen does it, and Matsui does the helmet flip, much to the delight of Cabrera and A-Rod, and setting off a celebration in the Bronx. And Kimberly Jones is in front of that Yankee dugout. Kim, take it away.
Mark Teixeira, we've seen a lot of these wins. Does it ever get old?
It never does. It's the best way to win a game right here.
Let's talk about those 2 plays at the plate. Take us through the first one. How in the world did you get rid of that ball?
Well, Joe wanted me to play a little bit back because, if the ball was hit hard, which, it was, I still had a shot at it, and that's what I did.
And then the second one, you had a good view of it. Did you think Molina had time to get Roberts?
I didn't think he did. That was an incredible play. It's a great job by Coke getting there, and a great job by Moley to get the ball quick and get rid of it. It was just a great play.
Mark, it probably goes without saying, but what kind of a lift do those kinds of defensive plays give a team?
It's huge because defensively, you can always show up. You can always have a great game defensively. Offensively tonight, especially, we didn't get many hits, but we made a few plays to win the game.
What about this scene behind us, Mark? It is the beginning of Hope Week here at Yankee Stadium. A lot of kids really enjoying this.
Oh, yeah. It's, we play for these fans and these kids, and they had a good time tonight.
Talk about hope. There's a lot of hope here, Mark. Thank you.
Thanks,
Michael.
And there's a pie as well as Hideki Matsui gets smushed. And that's the price you pay for a walk-off hit here with the Yankees this year. A little sweetness to go with a sweet swing as Hideki Matsui ends this night in the Bronx with his 11th home run of the year. The Yankees' 9th walk-off win of the season. The Yankees have won 4 in a row, continuing to put pressure on the Red Sox as Hideki Matsui gets it from A.J. Burnett. Walk-off, pie, see ya, game over, we'll be back.
Man, that'll send up Hideki Matsui. And so you were talking about Joe West, Cowboy Joe, great fan of country music behind home plate, also a singer of some repute.
Kind of. 2 of the worst CDs I've ever heard in my whole life from Country Joe. 32 years, though, at the big league level. This is his 4th World Series. They can look at the rest of the guys if needed. Of course, the crew chief, Jerry Davis, will be behind home plate.
Matsui now with 2 career home runs against Martinez. He looks at strike 1. Hideki Matsui at 308, 3 homers, 7 RBIs for the postseason. 2 of those home runs have come in the World Series. He's been a dangerous man off the bench.
Charlie Manuel with a lot of concern right now, already on the top step, watching his starting pitcher struggle.
Shot, but that one's going to hook foul on the right field line. Deep up into the seats, plenty of home run distance by Matsui.
This is nothing more than batting practice right now that Pedro Martinez is throwing to home plate. The only reason that wasn't a two-run homer was that he was out in front of Pedro Martinez's best fastball.
Yankee fans seem to be sensing Pedro may be in some early trouble as they have started the "Who's Your Daddy" chants.
I would not expect a curveball down and in again.
Top of the fastball. That's his best of the night. That one was 88 miles an hour. Matsui at 244 against Martinez.
Two for two against Pedro in game 2 with a base on ball. So a perfect night for the Yankee designated hitter.
Posada on deck. Here's the 1-2 to the left-hand hitter, and a quick pitch outside. He used that against Derek Jeter earlier in this series and struck him out.
He got the Yankee captain looking at that fastball, not able to locate it there with Matsui running the count even at 2-2. Wow. He's struggling. He put on a good front before the ball game when all of the media was around him, but something has changed between then and right now.
A-Rod leading at first, nobody out. Here's the 2-2 on the way. Grounded, foul past first base. First base umpire Jerry Davis right on top of that line.
Boy, the Yankees were within inches of probably taking the lead, and at least at worst having 2 runners in scoring position. Matsui again not able to stay back long enough because of the lack of velocity from Pedro.
Another mound visit here by Ruiz. Of course, we talked about it the other night. Former Yankee, now Dodger coach Larry Bowa said on a radio talk show 2 days ago he believed the Phillies were stealing Posada and Molina's signs even when nobody was on base, and possibly using cameras, he said. That suspicion adding credence to Posada's nonstop visits to the mound in this series. But tonight it's been Ruiz very active going out.
Even Charlie Manuel said, if I can get your signs, I'll take them. I mean, everybody's going to try.
He said, if I can steal them, I will. I'm trying.
A big way to find out if other teams have your signs. Let's say you're using the third sign for a catcher with a man at second. Well, one time, go out there and tell him, use the third sign and put down a fastball to make the runner and everybody think that, and throw a changeup. If the hitter swings like he's spinning like a top, goes all the way around, you know they've got your signs they're trying to give him.
Pedro taking his time here. 3-2. Well, in game 1 in 1 inning, there were 8 counted conversations on the hill when CC Sabathia was pitching. It wasn't all Posada, but most of them were Jorge coming out to the hill. There were a few by Jeter and Cano and A-Rod as well.
The count was 0-2. Now it's full. To me, Joe Girardi's got to be aggressive here and send the runner.
Nobody out, no score, second inning, game 6.
I would have somebody up right now. Jay Happ would be up and throwing for me if I was Charlie Manuel.
A-Rod takes off. There's a swing and a high foul down the right field line.
Hideki Matsui continuing to be out front. At this point right now, if I'm a Yankee hitter, I'm not worried about him getting a fastball by me. I'm trying to stay back, get a good look at whatever kind of rotation he's putting on the pitch.
You're not worried about the fastball because he can't throw it hard enough to sneak it by hitters of this caliber.
And what makes it really tough, that's a great point, OB, is because now all of a sudden you lose the effectiveness of your changeup. The velocities are not different enough.
Here's the 8th pitch of this AB for Matsui. The runner holds as he's swinging a high deep drive into the corner, very deep, and this ball is gone. 2-run homer for Matsui. It came on an 89-mile-an-hour fastball. Now Matsui has seen limited action. Remember, he didn't start in those games in Philadelphia, but he's just hit his 3rd World Series home run.
He didn't start in those games in Philadelphia because he could not play the outfield anymore, but he got an opportunity to swing the bat there. He came in a couple of opportunities. He got to pinch hit. He was able to keep his timing there. Now with one swing of the bat, he was the one that gave the Yankees the first lead they had in the series. He might give them out over the plate at 81 miles an hour. Just the second time that any of the Yankee hitters have taken a swing and missed.
Well, this is where you might be able to tell if something is seriously wrong with Pedro, other than what we've seen from the obvious. You know, all of these deep. But a huge K for Martinez. Not out of the woods yet.
And a huge man standing at home plate for the Yankees.
Who has already hit a 2-run homer in this one. Popped him up, but backing out of play for a strike. Let's go back to the 2nd inning of the home run cut of Hideki Matsui.
He hit a couple of balls real hard. The count at one time was 0-2. But both of those previous balls went foul. That one stayed just inside the foul pole. That's the difference in the ball game right now.
Well, so far a very generous call by Joe West has helped out Pedro Martinez. Base is still loaded though, and he rips that one to right, and a foul ball just off the line.
He does not have an answer thus far for the Yankees designated hitter. That would have busted this game open. Pedro trying to come in with the fastball. He's got to be perfect.
Philly fan and a Yankee fan using different varieties of body language.
Never seen Pedro Martinez with this much commotion on the mound during one of his starts.
Jeter at 3rd, Damon at 2nd, Teixeira at 1st. He was hit by a pitch.
Pedro tried to get Matsui with 2 strikes in game 2 with a breaking ball down and away. He missed a spot. The ball came down and in, and Matsui was able to hit it out of the ballpark. I think you bounce that breaking ball away now. You've got to have faith that Carlos Ruiz can keep it in front of him.
This is all about survival mode for the 38-year-old Pedro Martinez. He's 1 strike away from getting out of this mess without a run being scored in the inning. But it's lined into center field for a base hit. Jeter scores. Here comes Damon, and he'll score standing up. Yankees on top 4-1.
Homered in game 2. He hit a pinch hit homer in game 3. He had a pinch hit base hit in game 5. 4 RBIs already in just the first 3 innings for Hideki Matsui.
In what might be the last game he ever plays in Yankee pinstripes. He's a free agent after the season. Happ still throwing in the bullpen. They haven't brought him in yet.
Designated hitter, number 55, Hideki
Philly starting pitcher out of the game.
Number 55.
His numbers in the World Series have put him in the running for MVP. 7 for 11, 3 homers, 6 RBIs, and 3 runs, particularly if he adds on to it right here. As runners at first and second, and Teixeira and A-Rod, and that's into the dirt, blocked by Ruiz. 5-1, the Yankees in command. Happ comes out of the pen, the young left-hander. 6.75 ERA, went 12-4 during the regular year as a first-year man.
Yeah, the only guy in the National League with a better winning percentage than him was Chris Carpenter of the St. Louis Cardinals.
He'll the Cy Young candidate, yeah.
He'll be part of that rotation next year.
He's looking for a double play ball, but he fires low, and the count 2-0. Maybe Matsui's swan song in a Yankee uniform. He wants to play the outfield somewhere. He believes he can still be a dependable left fielder. For the Yankees, he's been consigned to just designated hitter this last season. That's a strike, 2-1.
You know, and that's why for me right now, if I had to vote for the MVP, and we will when the game's over with, it goes to Derek Jeter rather than Matsui, only because I believe playing defense is still a big part of the game.
Andy Pettitte may have put himself in a position for consideration. He gets a win here tonight. How about Mariano Rivera?
Yeah, we know how this game, we know who's going to be on the mound when this game's over with for the New York Yankees. And if it continues to be a Yankee win, Mariano Rivera will have closed out all 4 of those victories.
The 3-1 pitch. Hammered again. Right field. Worth racing back, and that ball sails against the wall. Teixeira scores. They're waving in A-Rod, and he's going to score. And how about Hideki Matsui? A 6 RBI night. And the Yankees are busting it open. They lead the game 7-1.
When you look back at past World Series, it seems like it's always a highlight reel of home runs. The big shots, the moments that you remember where you can add Hideki Matsui to that reel. Hanging breaking ball, 3-1 count. He goes down and gets it, drives it almost out of the ballpark again. Off the wall, the ball gets past Jason Worth. Alex Rodriguez continues to come around the bases, scoring all the way from first. Matsui with 6 RBIs tonight.
World Series game. Home run, single, and a double. And each swing drove in 2 runs. 7-1 Yankees. The 3-2 pitch on the way. Foul tipped into the mid for strike 3. Side is retired, but the Yankees get 3. Matsui continues to hammer away at history. He could set a record tonight for RBIs in a World Series game. He's tied one already. Getting a great hand from the big crowd at Yankee Stadium. The Yankees lead at 7-1. So he's just had a sensational evening and bidding for more. Yankees may need another run or 2, but right now they're up by the margin of a grand slam.
Well, look at the numbers for the veteran left-hander Scott Air of the Phillies. What he has done this postseason.
See what kind of hand he gets as he is introduced here. Big ovation, thousands standing. For the man who came to the United States with the nickname Godzilla. He's been a monster tonight.
Player trophy presented by Chevrolet. And once again, Mr. Commissioner, come on up here. I am very proud to announce that Hideki Matsui is the MVP of the 2009 World Series. Hideki, congratulations. You had a wonderful series, well-deserved on a great career, and congratulations from Chevrolet and all of us. Nice going.
Rogelio Colon, come on up here. Hideki, you had one of the greatest games in World Series history under the brightest lights here in Game 6. How does that feel?
本当にもう野球のこの最高のステージの中でここに立つこと、ご心境はいかがでしょうか。
いやもう最高ですね。本当に信じられないです。自分でもびっくりです。
Yeah, it's awesome. It's just unbelievable. I mean, I'm surprised myself.
You won 3 championships over in your homeland of Japan. You now win one on the biggest stage in the world with the Yankees. How does this compare?
日本でも優勝されてるんですが、過去にこちらで初めて、優勝されて、お気持ちはいかがでしょうか。
いやまたね、違ったね喜びがありますね。もう今は本当にもう最高ですね。それ以外ないです。
Yeah, I mean it's certainly different. I mean, all I can say right now is just I feel great. I'm so happy right now.
We know that you are a free agent at season's end. I imagine you want to come back here to successfully defend your championship, don't you?
今年契約最後なのですが、ご自身の中ではまたもう一度この優勝を守るためにもう一度戦うという気持ちはあるでしょうか。
いやもちろんね、そうなればいいと思うしね。やっぱり僕はね、ニューヨークが好きだし、ヤンキースが好きだし、チームメイトが好きだし、ね、ここのファンがね大好きだし、それだけです。
Yeah, I hope so. I hope it works out that way. I love New York. I love the Yankees. I love the fans here. I hope everything works out well. I'm just happy right now.
Hideki Matsui, the first full-time DH to win the World Series MVP. Congratulations.
Number 13, Alex Rodriguez. Captain of the New York Yankees, number 2, Derek Jeter.
One more ring to present. This player spent 7 seasons in pinstripes, and in Game 6 of the 2009 World Series, he tied a World Series record with 6 runs batted in. He is here today as a member of the visiting Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Please welcome back the 2009 World Series Most Valuable Player, number 55, Hideki Matsui.
and then still be able to either throw over if you think he's going and be able to go home.
High fly ball, deep center, going back Granderson, still back. There's room, and to make the play right on the warning track for the second out. And that's going to bring up Matsui. Let's listen to the reception.
Now batting for the Angels, the designated hitter, number 55, Hideki Matsui.
Pettit helped that ovation because he stepped off for the fans to show their love to Matsui because he could feel that it was building, and he just stepped off the rubber, and then Matsui stepped out and tipped his helmet. And the pitch. There's a strike. Matsui has always had an innate ability to rise to the occasion. The Yankees played a game at the Tokyo Dome. He hits a home run. His first game here at Yankee Stadium, he hits a grand slam. His first World Series last year, he was almost impossible to get out. So the big stage does not make this guy wilt. He's always been a clutch player. First with the Tokyo Giants and then the 7 years with the Yankees. They continue to show him love as the Mitsubishi Motors scoreboard shows you no score because he hasn't gotten a hit against the Yankees, so they can continue to shower him with love. He's not hurting them. He's 0 for 9 over the first 2 games. Godzilla back in New York. That one is driven deep to right center field. Giving Chase Granderson on the run, on the track. See ya. And he does damage there. A solo home run for Matsui. And the Angels lead 1-0. Strange reaction by the crowd. There's a lot of cheering and some smattering of boos.
Well, as you say, it's bittersweet for a lot of these Yankee fans and also his old teammates. Obviously, they don't want that. He not only 0 for 9 for the series, Michael, he's been 0 for 12. He just broke an 0 for 12 slump with that third home run of his season.
Kenji Morales has been tough on the Yankees in this series. 4 for 7. Here's Matsui's home run.
Just middle of the plate, drove it. And again, he was struggling, so